exactly where the leader or who will be standing where when the picture is going to be taken. And just like I told you earlier, President Ruto was held in various meetings, or rather he hosted several meetings, trying also to lobby for the election, or rather the bid for Raila Odinga tomorrow. And I prepared a story just to give you a highlight of what happened today, throughout the day, from morning all the way to evening. And of course, that story also has information about DRC Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the leaders held a meeting to discuss the escalating issues in Congo. But first, let's take a look at the story that I prepared about the events of today, Friday. African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, was a beehive of activity from early Friday morning. President William Ruto's diary inevitably packed with various meetings. The head of state shuffling between the sideline meetings of the 38th Ordinary Assembly of the African Union, bilateral talks, and key on the table was negotiations ahead of the elections on Saturday.
Dr. Abiy Ahmed.
In the meetings, President Ruto emphasized the need to adopt African solutions to African problems.
The opportunity is within our grasp and we must seize it.
The president met 5 heads of state and government to rally them behind the Kenyan candidate Raila Odinga, Senegal's Diomaye Faye, Ethiopia's Abiy Ahmed, Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara, his Mauritius counterpart Haram Gokol, and Algeria's Abdelmajid Tebboune. And Algeria's Abdelmajid Tebboune were among the heads of state Ruto met. Kenya's candidate Raila Odinga was held in a hotel in Addis Ababa, where he also sought to lobby a section of heads of state. He would later be hosted to a luncheon by Kenyan delegation of lawmakers and governors led by ODM National Chairperson Gladys Wanga and Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheriot.
The Kenyan candidate will not only prevail, but will attain the two-thirds threshold very, very, very quickly.
The Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Korir Sing'oei, who also chairs the Raila Odinga AUC Campaign Secretariat, rubbished an advisory of the South Africa Development Community Secretariat on Odinga's rival Madagascar's Richard Rendramandrato, terming it an afterthought.
We already have quite some assurances from a number of SADC countries of their support. We are reaching out again to SADC countries to understand what the motivations behind this letter could be.
Later, a meeting on the ongoing dreadlock over Eastern DRC was held and attended by various heads of state. Also, Sudan crisis was addressed.
Any discussion of the humanitarian crisis in Sudan must acknowledge that this is a man-made disaster.
Meanwhile, it's all system go for the election of AUC chair and deputy chair Saturday. Daniel Kariuki, KTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And bye.